How's it going, everybody? Raising Hell here, and today I'm going to show you how you can actually go about playing Stronghold Kingdoms on a mobile device. So as you're aware, Stronghold Kingdoms is going to be coming out on mobile devices probably sometime early next year, but up until that point we're still left dealing with simply a desktop client. So what I have here is an application called Moonlight. I'm just going to launch that, and as you can see, it has mirrored some of the games that are on my hard drive. These are games that are sort of certified to actually work with this software. Now, let me get a bit into the software that I'm using here. Moonlight is free. It is an open source project being developed by some students, I believe, and it requires a graphics card from Nvidia. I'm not exactly sure which series it supports. I think as long as you can have shadow play, it'll work. But it might, you might not have it. Obviously, if you have integrated graphics, you're not going to be able to do this. What I have done here is I've added the Stronghold Kingdoms executable file to the program. If you just go to the desktop here and open up the Nvidia GeForce Experience, I believe it is. So I'm in settings here for the Nvidia GeForce Experience. If your graphics card does not have Nvidia GeForce Experience, then this will not work for you. And then you have to go to Games and Apps, and you have to go ahead and click Add, and then you'll be able to navigate to wherever Stronghold Kingdoms is installed, or whatever application it is that you want to run and stream on your tablet at the same time. In case you're not aware, this Moonlight application is available on both Android and iOS. I'm currently using it on an iPad mini, but that's just my preference. So where was I? We're talking about adding games. Once you have the Stronghold Kingdoms application added, you can simply, it'll show up here, and once that's done, then you'll be able to link it with Moonlight. So I'm just going to kill Moonlight here once, and we're going to launch it again. And now, as you can see, my computer has showed up here on the network, and it is possible to actually stream over the internet, but it's going to be a little bit questionable quality, obviously, because that's what you're going to be doing here, is you're going to be streaming it. So if I tap on Fractal, it brings it up again, and I'm going to launch Stronghold Kingdoms here and see what happens. So if you're paying attention to the monitor, you can see it's being mirrored, and I just have to log in. So okay, so I have logged back in now, and as you can see, I can move the mouse on my screen without touching the tablet. You can see it's being mirrored on the tablet, but at the same time, I can also adjust the mouse pointer just simply by dragging my finger around. This does not work like a touch screen. It works more like a trackball, probably. You're actually moving the cursor around by touching the screen. So I can simply play a world by tapping that, and you'll see it loads up just like that. Here we are at the world map. Now, it is a bit difficult to maneuver around the world map because double clicking on things does not always work too well. But there are a couple of useful things you can do here, obviously. Like, you're going to be able to go into a village and check on the castle. You could repair it if you needed to. You're not going to be doing any advanced map navigation or anything like that, but it's going to be quite possible to repair maps. Castles, and that could come in useful, especially during wars when you need to check in on it. So in other words, you could be leaving the Stronghold Kingdoms application running on your desktop while you're away at work or whatever, and then check in on it from time to time on a tablet by sort of streaming it, providing you have the required Nvidia graphics cards. You could also check reports, and probably the most important, maybe not for serious factions because they have alternative means of communication, but you could also check your mails. And that would be something that would definitely not be too demanding, but it might be difficult to actually type replies to it. But overall, I think, it is a compromise. This is an imperfect solution to a problem that Firefly is working on trying to fix. Unfortunately, the project has been delayed a couple of times already. But if you're looking for an option here that allows you to actually play the desktop version on a mobile device right now, this is probably the best you're going to get. I've looked around, I've tried to see what else is available, and there's nothing else quite like this. So yeah, I'll have all the relevant information in the description to get you up and started with it. So if you're interested in that, get started and start playing Stronghold Kingdoms on your mobile device today. And don't wait for February or January to roll around of 2017. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.